Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Senate election prediction videos, where I take a look at the Senate races going on across America in 2024. And today we are looking at the Senate election in the state of North Dakota, the other Dakota without Mount Rushmore, and a seat currently held by the Republican Party. The current incumbent senator is Ken Cramer. Senator Cramer is in his first term. In 2018, Senator Cramer was elected to the United States Senate with a margin of victory of just under 11%. In 2020, Donald Trump won the state of North Dakota with a margin of victory of 33%. In the 2024 election, there's no doubt how the three electoral votes from the state of North Dakota will fall. North Dakota will once again give Donald Trump a sizable margin of victory in the state, and he will win it with no contest. North Dakota for some time has voted overwhelmingly Republican, and there is no doubt that that will continue in this election. Let's take a look at the two nominees. The Democratic nominee is Dr. Katrina Christiansen. She is an engineering professor at the University of Jamestown and was the 2022 Democratic nominee for North Dakota's other Senate seat, and she lost that election by a substantial margin. The Republican nominee is the current incumbent Senator Ken Cramer. Senator Cramer was elected to the United States Senate in 2018, and prior to that he served in the United States House of Representatives. There was some belief that Senator Cramer might run for governor of North Dakota in this election after the incumbent Governor Doug Burgum announced that he was running for president and was going to forego another term as governor. Governors subsequently will be term limited in North Dakota, but Governor Burgum was not going to be. The constitutional amendment was signed while he was in office. But Senator Cramer chose to run for re-election to the Senate, and in 2018 he unseated a Democratic incumbent, Senator Heitkamp, and really rode outrage of conservative voters over the handling of the Kavanaugh nomination by Democratic senators and Democratic senators who voted against the Kavanaugh nomination, which Senator Heitkamp did. He's not been that remarkable since he's been in the Senate. He's been kind of a mainline Republican. He'll appear on cable news quite often, but has really not done anything of significance since he's been in the Senate. Let's take a look at the two votes in the primaries. About 80% of North Dakotans cast votes for Republican candidates, and about 19% cast votes for Democratic nominees. And this is to be expected in a heavily Republican state that had a competitive primary for governor and had a competitive primary for the one U.S. House seat in this election. So, yes, North Dakota overwhelmingly Republican, and competitive primaries for two high-ranking offices. That's to be expected. How do I think this race is going to turn out? Senator Cramer is going to easily be elected to a second term. Dr. Christian argues, and I've seen her make the argument, that Democrats held this seat until 2018 almost continuously for 60 years. Yes, that is true. That is true. But things have changed tremendously since Senator Heitkamp was elected in 2012. and Democrats just face such an uphill challenge in North Dakota now that I don't see her pulling off an upset. Republicans have passed voter suppression laws that really target Native Americans, who are a very strong Democratic constituency in North Dakota. So it's just such an uphill struggle. It's an overwhelmingly Republican state, as I said, and I see no reason that Senator Cramer will not be elected to a second term, and that's a hold for the Republican Party.